Welcome to A Piece of CX. This week we are taking a look at elevation within Nice CXone. So we have a chat that has come through here from a customer. They're looking for some assistance, and it looks like they were arranging a call, something didn't work out, and they were due to speak to someone. So let's see what we would do here. We could carry on chatting. There'll be times where chat is most appropriate, but there'll be times where if we can escalate that to a phone conversation, we can get what we need to done with more clarity. It might be also there are times where we would tell a customer, hey, give us a call instead. And as a customer myself, there's nothing worse, is there, than going through a journey and then you get to a dead end and we're like, oh, well, this channel doesn't work for that. Please get in touch with another channel. And you're like, well, straight away, you know there's going to be friction of you have to retell a story, you have to start again, you have to go through an IVR or whatever there is, and eventually you're going to get to the same starting point, but there's going to be effort. Well, here on CXone, we can make life a lot easier. So we've got a web chat going on with Bob, but we are going to elevate this to a phone call. So I'm going to go new outbound. Now, there are two ways to generate an outbound in CXone. Your standard one is here. That's what you'd do if this was a completely different customer, completely different engagement. But what we want to do is link this web chat with the outbound call. So I'm going to type in a number. And you'll see here I've got three icons. One is grayed out because we don't have WhatsApp on this business unit, but I can send a text and I can make a call. So I'm going to make a call. I'm going to select a skill and away I go. That's generating an outbound call to my mobile. I'm going to answer that. And now you'll see this icon. So we are now linked across two different channels within CXone. So we can now look at understanding. So they need to make some changes to insurance. We can take them through that. It might be at some point it's then appropriate to elevate to another channel. Maybe we want to use one of our other channels for confirmation. So I am going to do a new outbound. I'm going to enter that phone number again. And now you'll see the phone icon is grayed out. So I'm going to click SMS. And we are going to send that customer a follow-up SMS with some more information. When we send that, what you'll see now is we are across three channels. And the beauty about that SMS is we could actually reply on that channel as well. So we are now multimodal. We can see there's an SMS response. We can go across our various different channels. And maybe at the end of this, we're going to send an email as well. Just because, why not? We are going to start sending an email. In the real world, we're going to send much better emails than that. We're just going to send that. And what you'll start to notice is every single channel then has its own outcome as well. So, the web chat was the original one. That's still open. The SMS, we can close this one down. Close that down. Might not even have on there. This one is showing as resolved because we sent an email. We can close that one down. Again, we don't have dispositions on those. We still have the outcomes available for the other two. So, we're going to end that phone call. Customer hangs up. Auto summary would work beautifully if I hadn't muted myself and be blabbering away during a demo. You'll see here I've got outcomes work for my ACW. interesting there, we're already seeing the changes there in the contact working state. So I'm going to click save on that and we'll leave that be. And then that's going to disappear after a couple of seconds. And we will still have our chat conversation. And we can say, we wrap up that conversation. And this one again, we can go closed. We can say what that's about. Still got that trigger on to automatically remove closed things. So I need to make that change because we have a slight change there with the setup on CXone now. But there you go, easy elevation from the agent perspective. That was really easy to retain that conversation, reduce effort for my customer, and make it really easy for them. So what does this look like from a platform perspective? If I bring CXone into view, we'll go and take a look at that from the sphere of recording. So now we can start to see what's been going on with different interactions. So here I've got my chat. And if I click on my connected conversations, I can see this took place across voice and digital and all of the various different channels. And we're seeing the processing starting to come through on the enlightened side, so we can start to see behaviors and all that kind of good stuff. I can play these individually, but I can also hit this big play button up here, and then my player is going to stitch all of this together. So we have our original chat conversation, which should come through there. We should have our voice conversation that's coming through here. We have our playback of our text message, which hasn't quite worked, and we have our email. Now, this could be a processing issue in that we've only just had that take place, but the idea is we start to see what these look like. If I go and have a look at another one from earlier on today, we had 2 chats across 2 agents. So we can see Barry was assisting the customer first. Barry has screen recording on. That's really easy for us to see. We can see his focus time. That appears to be a new feature in the player, which is really interesting to see. We can then see that goes across to me, and then we have the phone call as well. So easy elevation across different channels, making it really easy for your agents to speak with customers, easy to report, easy to review in the platform, but most importantly, easy for your customers to maintain a conversation without having to start the journey from scratch. Thank you very much for watching.